Welcome to the deep dive. Our material today is a little different than usual. We're not looking at reports or articles. Instead, we have this structural stack. It's a collection of navigation and policy links from an online place called Cassetite.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're basically treating these links, the site navigation, less like just web design and more like um, direct business commitments. Our mission here is a quick structural analysis. What can we figure out immediately just by looking at these links? What kind of foundation, scope and customer service architecture does Cassetite have to have?
Okay, good approach. So let's start defining that scope. We can look at their all products categories. They're listed right in the main navigation. And what jumps out is, well, the sheer breadth of it. Cassetite isn't specializing at all, it seems. They list houseware, clothing and accessories, pet supplies, and tools.
Right. That mix is immediately revealing. A retailer selling wrenches and dog leashes, that signals a very broad market approach, generalist.
Definitely not a niche boutique then.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And when you see that kind of diversity, you kind of have to assume they're dealing with high volume and maybe an operational model that leans pretty heavily on like a network of outside suppliers or maybe even third-party sellers. It gets complex fast.
Complexity. And if it's complex, they'd need good communication, right?
Looking at the navigation again, one phrase really stands out. Track your order. It's repeated like multiple times across the site structure. They seem really focused on letting people know where their stuff is.
Absolutely. That redundancy, repeating track your order, it signals that this is probably a major pain point for their customers, especially for a general store, where shipping times could be all over the place depending if it's tools or clothing.
Makes sense.
And this ties into that promise they make in the email subscription prompt. It says something like, please let us know if you have any questions. We will solve them for you in time.
It's quite formal, isn't it? A written promise. It means they need solid systems behind it. Things like their return policy and shipping information links become essential, not optional.
Okay, so broad scope, emphasis on tracking and support. Let's pivot to the legal side, the policy section, because this is where you really see the nuts and bolts of running a digital business like this. They've got the standard privacy policy, terms of service, but they also include a separate, quite specific link for intellectual property rights.
And that is a really big deal. It's a major distinction. Look, for a small seller, maybe focusing on one niche, a basic policy might cover it. But Cassetite, dealing in potentially thousands of different items, houseware, clothes, tools, the risk of listing, say, counterfeit goods or products that infringe on patents or trademarks, it just skyrockets.
Okay. So that IP rights section is proactive then.
Exactly. And they even list a DMCA report link within that section.
Yeah.
That shows they're geared up to handle digital copyright problems specifically.
Right, DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. What does having a dedicated link for that tell you about a retailer like Cassetite?
Well, it implies they're serious about covering their legal bases, serious about liability. When you're potentially a high-volume platform, you absolutely need a fast way to take down products that violate copyright. It's essential.
Otherwise, they could be liable themselves.
Precisely. If a supplier lists, unlicensed T-shirts without a proper DMCA process, Cassetite could be on the hook.
Yeah.
So this whole policy structure, it suggests they see themselves as a modern platform, dealing with mass inventory, and they're being very careful about their legal exposure.
It sounds like a pretty sophisticated legal foundation. And the copyright date seems current, too. It's listed as 2025 Cassetite. That's next year.
Right, so definitely operating on an up-to-date, maybe even forward-looking legal framework.
Okay, so let's recap for everyone listening. Just from these links, these foundational pieces, we've pretty quickly established Cassetite is a broad, general retailer. Houseware, pets, tools, clothing.
Sure.
They put a heavy emphasis on order tracking and customer communication.
Yep, clear commitment there.
And they have a surprisingly robust, advanced set of legal policies, especially around intellectual property and DMCA.
Definitely. A structure designed to handle the risks of a high-volume, diverse inventory.
We really have sketched out a solid picture of their basic structure just from these website building blocks.
And we have indeed. And maybe this is the final thought, the provocative bit for you to consider. Given that Cassetite offers this huge variety of products, everything from A to Z, practically, but also has these really stringent legal guards up around IP rights and DMCA, what silent assumptions does that force us to make? Think about the source of their products, the supply chain complexity. Why would they need such strong legal protection?
That contrast, the wide variety versus the tight legal structure. Yeah, that's definitely something interesting to mull over. Okay, that's all we have time for on this deep dive. Thanks for joining us as we piece together the foundation of Cassetite.